I started making a list of all the apps that I knew would happen, because if I didn't do it, someone else would. Then I used a free tool on Google, which still exists, and that is you can find the words that are being searched the most. And back then, the word that was searched the most was the word foreclosures, because all these houses were going into foreclosure. So I thought, why don't I make a mobile real estate app that had never been done before? And by the way, I gave 100 speeches around the world that year, and people would say, I don't have time. Yes, you do. There's ways that you can manage your time. Called a local university, and I said, give me the computer science department, the head of the department, got him on the phone. And I said, I'd like the name of an undergraduate who is getting a degree in software programming that knows more than all the professors. And he said, oh, you mean Steve? And I said, yeah, Steve. Let me talk to Steve. So I called Steve and I said, Steve, what are you doing to make money on the side while you're going to school? And he said, oh, I'm programming websites for businesses. And I said, oh, I bet you're bored with that. And he said, oh, yeah, I've been doing it since junior high. And I said, well, how would you like to make a mobile app for a smartphone that's never been done before? And he said, cool. And I said, I got a rule. However, I will give you 5% of the profits for the first 2 years. And he said, I'm in. And so he's the guy who did the programming. That's how I was able to not hire people or pay anybody. So I created the first mobile real estate app. And since they work the same, I did a threefer. So what I did is I charged real estate agents 24 for a zip code in the app. When all the zip codes were gone, that's $1.2 million a month in recurring revenue. And when I launched it in the App Store, I ended up getting, was the 7th most downloaded app right away. I was on Fox News in the US because I was disrupting real estate. So I decided I got to get out of this or I'll be known as a real estate guy. So I licensed that software and a little company started using that. And that company is called Zillow, which is, doing all right. So my point in that story, because you asked me, how can people do this stuff? I would say, take a look, because I used problem skipping and a number of other things to be able to make that happen fast.